Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome. Okay, today we're going to be talking about generator functions in Python. So, what are generator functions? Generator functions are basically functions that print one value at a time. So, they kind of output a value at a time and are also called lazy functions because of that. So there are functions that permit us to be able to get a value at a time from a loop. Instead of a return statement, it uses a yield statement. So I'll go ahead and show you properly in an example how generator functions actually go about. So let's say we have a function, define count, and it takes n as a variable. Now we say for value in n, yield value, yield var. Now we come out with the function, we call the function, give it a variable definition, generator, we call a count. Now we pass, let's say, list in it, call it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, to print it, we use the next keyword for generator functions. Next keyword, press gen here. So we just print this. Okay, so if I run this code, hope you are seeing, it's printing just one, the first element, because we're using the yield keyword. So what happens? Every time we use the yield in a function, it becomes a generator function, first things first. And it prints the first value. It doesn't print everything at once. So it's kind of releasing one value at a time because I've used next and on the gen. So it prints the first value and stores in memory that, okay, I have printed the first value. Now we just have these other values remaining to print. So if I want the next value, I will just come and say print next gen. And what happens? I run again, it's going to print 1, 2. So that's basically how a generator function actually goes. So it does yield here in the generator function to print one value at a time, and to execute it, you just need to put next. For each next that you call in the program, it prints one at a time. It prints the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So that's basically how a generator function actually goes. If you have any other question, just let me know in the comment section. I'm going to answer any question you want. So this was our tutorial for yesterday, and we were supposed to get the output of this. Comment below, what do you think is the output of this after the definition or after the explanation I've given to you? What do you think is the output? Now we have the countdown while n is greater than 0, yield n, n minus 1, and all. Let's copy this code and test it in our code editor. Oh, okay. So what is happening in this our generator function countdown? What it does is it takes a parameter n and it says while n is greater than 0, yield n. And after you yield n, n minus 1 is equals to 1. What does it mean? You say n minus 1 equals to 1, it means you are just decrementing n, or reducing values of n by 1. And now we come here and we call the countdown function, numbers equals to the countdown function, and this is what we get. You print the next numbers, you get 3. I hope you understand. You are getting 3 because 3 is the first number you have passed. So when you pass 3 inside this countdown function, n is greater than 3. So you yield 3. So what do you think the next number is going to print? The next number is going to print, if you call this again, will definitely be 1. 2, sorry, 2. Because when you yield 3, it says n minus equals 1, you're decrementing 3. And the next value of n is going to be 2. So it stops here because that's what you call lazy output. It gives you one value at a time. It doesn't just give you everything. It gives you one value at a time. So it stops there, and that is exactly what the generator function does. If you use the yield, it stops here and waits. So okay, if you call it the next time, it continues. Say okay, you gave me n. Now I'll do n minus equals 1. I'll decrement n, and then I'm going to pass back n in the countdown function, and it's going to print the next. And if you continue doing that, you see it's going to come down to 1. And that's just how generator functions work. So from what we have seen here, we can now conclude that our answer is D. Make sure you subscribe so I can teach you more about tutorials and explain Python concepts clearly to you. Thank you. Thank you very much.